In this video, I want to show you that besides being a good shot maker and being good at controlling the cue ball, knowledge really plays a huge part in your game. So in this layout where we just have to make the 5 ball, the 6, 7, 8 and 9 ball, this can be really simple if you're using the right position play principle, and if not, this can be a lot more difficult than it should be. We're not just starting to place the cue ball anywhere, trying to run the table, we're actually thinking from behind. This means, where do we want to be on that 8 ball to get a nice position on the 9 ball? And to be honest, it doesn't really matter on which side of the 8 ball we are. You can see with a bit of an angle, we're just stunning over. We can also draw without touching the rail. With less angle, we're just drawing into the rail. So as you can see, every single angle works, even where you're going away from that 9 ball. As you can see, either one rail, or maybe if we have a bit more angle and feeling more comfortable that way, we're just going 2 rails. And of course, since the 9 ball and the 8 ball are on the same line, every single shot works from the other side as well. We keep that in mind. But now let's have a look at the 7 ball. Of course, if the 5 and the 6 ball wouldn't be here, all we would do is just place the cue ball close to straight, just play a high ball, make the 7 ball into the corner pocket and follow the cue ball towards that position. But of course, the 6 ball is here, and bringing the cue ball from the 6 ball to that position where you have to be really accurate is way too difficult. So of course, the 5 ball will be a way. The most natural way would be if we shoot the 7 ball into the same pocket as the 5 ball. So let's have a look at the 6 ball. Where would be the nice or the perfect ball in hand position to get from the 6 ball to the 7 ball? Of course, we could just draw the cue ball or stun the cue ball a bit closer towards the 7 ball, but then you are far away, so you can also just draw into the rail. You have to manipulate the cue ball a bit and you need a good draw stroke, but this is a very nice path. This is my favorite path, just going 2 rails towards the 7 ball. With more left spin, you get less angle on the 7 ball. And then we also have this crazy shot, which I'm just showing you because it's there, it exists, but I would never play it that way. So what should we do? First of all, we want to keep it natural, so we're not going for the shot where we're actually drawing into the rail and towards the 7 ball. Then the other problem is, if we're trying to get that angle where we're just going to draw a bit back, we really again need a pinpoint position on the 6 ball. And since the 5 ball is here, bringing the cue ball exactly towards here is way too difficult. So we're going for that angle here where we're actually going 1-2 rails and nicely towards the 7 ball. The first advantage is that the position zone is much bigger than having that or that angle, so we have margin for error regarding our cue ball. And the second huge advantage is we can just control the natural roll of the cue ball with more left spin. So from here to here we can decide what angle we exactly want on that 7 ball. With a bit more left spin, we end up a bit flatter on that 7 ball. With left spin, we end up with a bit more angle on the 7 ball, and then we have that perfect angle to get from the 7 ball either 1 rail towards that side of the 8 ball or 1-2 rails towards that side of the 8 ball. And now let's actually talk about where we're placing the cue ball on the 5 ball to get a nice position on the 6 ball. There are 2 realistic options. The first option is bringing the cue ball towards here, putting it not too far away from the 5 ball but close to the 5 ball, and then you were just going 1-2 rails with a nice position on the 6 ball. The good news is here, the 5 ball is so deep in that pocket that I can actually control the cue ball path with the thickness of the cut on the 5 ball, so I don't need to add any spin, just cutting it thin, going 1-2 rails, and we will always have that angle on the 6 ball. Here would be a bit better because then it's more natural, but this is another topic. And the second option we have, which is by the way personal preference, however you prefer it, is to actually bring the cue ball towards here and then go 1-2 rails again to the same position on the table. Again, controlling the cue ball path with the thickness of the hit. You can see, I need to be a bit careful because I don't want to snooker myself behind that 9 ball, but it's the same here. If we're hitting too hard, we're snookering ourselves. But this is basically the pinpoint position on the 6 ball. Now let's actually try to run this reg. So I'm deciding I don't want to get this tiny bit of an angle where I'm just going to stun or draw 1 rail towards here. I actually want to get a bit more angle, because then I'm not risking to either get straight, so having a straight shot is okay, but then you just have to draw back. And if you even get to the wrong side, then you have a more difficult shot because you have to go all the way around. And this makes things a lot more difficult than they should have been. So I will hit a bit of off center, a bit of left spin, going 2 rails,
trying to get a bit closer to the 7 ball.
By the way, this is the perfect timing to leave a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video so far.
And you can see I always have that nice angle on that 7 ball where it just can go now 1, 2 rails towards the 8 ball. Now, I don't worry too much about getting the exact pinpoint position on the 8 ball. As long as I'm away from that rail, I will always have, as we saw in the beginning, a nice shot on the 8 ball. Nevertheless, I'm picking still a point. Don't want to pick it too close to that side pocket because I definitely don't want to scratch into the side pocket. So I'm picking my point right about here, trying to get the cue ball towards here. Very important, most important thing is don't end up frozen to the rail. So here, below, touch of left spin. Cue ball gets away from the rail, and we have a nice shot on the 8 ball. So now I have 2 options. I could either just stun over towards here and play the 9 ball into here. I can also try to even draw the cue ball towards here. I think I'm going for the draw, trying to draw the cue ball towards here. Again, personal preference, by the way. And don't end up too close to the rail. This is fine, of course. Here would have been ideal, but we have a straight-in shot.
And if you want to learn how to play pool, then just subscribe to this channel, ring the bell notification to never miss a single video, or just watch this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, see you at the next lesson. Take care.